Welcome, and thank you for participating in the Specialty Crop Multi-State Overview. Today, we will review the program, define some of the terms in USDA's RFA, review the types of projects being solicited, review the content of the application and the process for awarding proposals, address some of the state-specific program requirements, and provide information on assistance available. This program is specifically seeking collaborative projects where participants in more than one state play a significant role in the project. There is up to $10 million available for SCMP. USDA may not award the full amount, and any remaining funds will roll over to the next solicitation. Unlike the block grant program, virtually all decisions are made at the national level, including the program priorities or project types, type of information required in the application format, and the funding decisions. Specialty crops are defined as fruits and vegetables, tree nuts, dried fruits, medicinal herbs and spices, and horticulture and nursery crops including floriculture. Funds must not benefit non-specialty crops such as dairy, livestock, or any other ineligible commodities. Please also note cannabis is not a specialty crop. There is a comprehensive but not all-inclusive list of eligible and ineligible commodities on USDA's website. In the next few slides, we'll clarify the terms in the USDA RFA, starting with participating states. Participating states are state departments of agriculture that accept SCMP applications and will administer awards if projects are selected for funding. For 2023, here is the list of participating states. The second group are multi-state partners, organizations in any U.S. state or territory that develop SCMP proposals. Finally, we have non-participating states and entities in those states. The key information for non-participating states is that the organizations in those states are still eligible to partner on multi-state projects and can apply directly to USDA. Entities that are eligible to act as multi-state partners include nonprofit and for-profit organizations, local, state, federal, and tribal government entities, and public and private colleges and universities. I do want to note a for-profit organization cannot be the primary applicant on a multi-state proposal. They can, however, be a contractor or a partner. The multi-state partners must include at least 2 organizations from 2 different states with a substantial role in the project. Proposals must have a benefit that extends to multiple states, so projects for crops grown exclusively or primarily in only one state may have difficulty meeting this standard. Organizations in California cannot apply directly to USDA for the SCMP. Applications must be submitted to CDFA or another participating state if one of the other project partners is also in a participating state. Organizations in non-participating states may apply directly to USDA. If you're unsure which state to apply to or whether to apply directly to USDA, the lead partner's location should be the driver of that decision. These are the project types developed by USDA for the 2023 SCMP. You can review additional information or examples of appropriate projects on USDA's RFA. At this point, we're going to review the required components of the SCMP application. CDFA has developed an instruction page for preparing the SCMP application. Templates have been developed and are mandatory. The first section of the project narrative is the executive summary. Keep in mind the executive summary will be published on USDA's and CDFA's websites if your project is selected for funding, so it should be suitable for dissemination to the public. Please avoid jargon and acronyms. Next is the alignment and intent. The project objectives provided in the alignment intent section will become the basis of the work plan in the next section of the application. Next is the technical merit, which includes the work plan. There are a number of elements required in the work plan for each project objective. To make sure the project has all of the required elements, we strongly encourage you to review the USDA RFA and use the developed templates. Next is achievability. Achievability is based on USDA's outcome measures developed for SCBGP and SCMP. Keep in mind that outcomes should be realistic and achievable within the grant duration. Also within achievability is a risk management plan. This is a plan to ensure the project outcomes are achieved and make corrections if necessary. In other words, what your organization will do to ensure there is appropriate oversight of the actual activities of the project and work towards achievability. Next, expertise and partners. As you develop your proposal, it's important to note that each multi-state partner will need to agree in writing to the management plan described in this section. On to fiscal plan and resources. Mandatory templates for both the budget spreadsheet and budget narrative have been developed. The budget spreadsheet should be completed in Excel. The budget narrative is a Word document. Indirect is limited by federal statute at 8% of the total project budget. Indirect requirements may vary among participating states, but CDFA will pass through all indirect to the multi-state partners. For 2023, USDA has emphasized that resumes should be no longer than 1 to 2 pages for each major project participant. If they receive resumes or CVs greater than 2 pages, they will disregard the entire resume or CV. Personal qualifications are worth 25% of the technical reviewer score for this program, so it is important to the success of your proposal to adhere to this requirement. A letter of commitment is required from each multi-state partner, and each letter of commitment must include all of the elements on this slide. When submitting your proposal, be sure to give yourself adequate time and do not wait until the last minute. Also, please keep in mind that CDFA's email server has a 10 megabyte limit, approximately 5,000 pages of text only. Please contact us as soon as possible if your proposal packet will exceed the file size. Please note that proposals are due to CDFA by December 22nd, 2023. CDFA will then have only a few weeks to review the proposals and make edits. Please be sure your team is prepared to answer any questions and provide revisions upon request. Also note the revisions may be requested with days' notice due to the fleeting review time. You can review the proposal checklist on the CDFA SCMP website. When submitting your proposal, please be sure to submit each required template as its original version. The project narrative and budget narrative should be submitted as Word documents. The budget spreadsheet should be submitted as an Excel document. The personal qualifications should be combined as one PDF, and the letters of commitment should be submitted as a combined PDF. Please do not submit the whole proposal as one PDF. CDFA will have a short time frame to review and edit the proposals, and having each element of the application in Microsoft format will allow us to expedite your proposal. The scoring criteria is based on a 100-point scale considering the following factors: alignment and intent, technical merit, achievability, expertise and partners, and fiscal plan and resources. Additional details are available on the USDA RFA. Continuing with proposal review, only the highest ranked proposals will receive an administrative review from USDA AMS. If a project is selected for funding, USDA may have additional requirements before an agreement can be executed. Also be advised that USDA may offer an award for less than the amount requested. The current timeframe to announce awards is fall 2024. For projects not selected for funding, CDFA will provide any comments passed on from USDA along with any administrative feedback from CDFA. In the next few slides, we'll review the state-specific program information for California. You can find the application templates and an FAQ on CDFA SCMP website. California does not collect indirect, so the full 8% is available to multi-state partners. CDFA will answer questions received via email through 5 p.m. on December 4th, 2023. Please note, CDFA is not using the FAST system for this program. Proposals should be submitted via email to grants@cdfa.ca.gov by the time and date specified here. CDFA can only enter into one agreement for a given project. Proposals should designate one entity as the primary applicant, and the other partners must be listed as contractors in the budget. Per Senate Bill 447, Assembly Bill 1887 is no longer in effect, and the state of California's restriction on state-funded travel has been eliminated, as confirmed with the Office of Attorney General's website. The last slide we'll share are the USDA resources. The SCMP website is where you can find the RFA and get more information about the program overall. You can also find the eligible and ineligible commodity list. This concludes our presentation. Before we begin with questions, please note that since CDFA acts as a pass-through for this program, there may be some questions we'll need assistance from USDA to answer.